Our Heavenly Father, tonight we ask you, Father, we do the city business, that you have your will, your way in all that we do, and we please you in it. Father, we ask you to help all those that are sick and be with the families of those that have passed away. We ask God in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need approval of the October 4th minutes. So moved. Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? There we go. All right. Committee meetings and department reports. Chamber. Somebody with the chamber tonight? Finance.
Well, we got our numbers for last month, and we were down again, $21,573. Year to date, we are $5,559 on the plus side. So even comparing to last year, we're pretty flat as of today. We need to have a finance meeting next Monday at 5:30 to go over the quarter, the first quarter of fiscal year. So that's all I have.
Okay. All right. Fire.
Mayor, City Council. First, we'll start off, we've got a bill here from Smith and Company Engineers on some environmental assessments done on a couple pieces of property. We just got the bill that needs to be paid. The amount is $3,750.
Need a motion for that? I'll make the motion.
Second.
Where do we set that from?
Capital improvements.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Huh?
Thank you.
Yep.
If you'll notice on your expenditure report that I handed out, we're down considerably from where we were in August. That does not include salaries, that just is our line item budget. That's really all I have on the fire side, other than, I know there's been some discussion reference to the billing with the fire department, and I believe that's on the list to be discussed.
Yes.
So we'll wait to talk about that in just a little bit. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Human resources.
I just want to let the department heads know that going to be adding a line item next year that involves your physicals on your employees. And right now, we're going to have to pull it from somewhere, so we're going to try to pull it from your safety, line item. And
That makes sense.
then we also need a closed meeting tonight to discuss salaries.
Okay.
And that'll do it for right now.
Okay. All right. Humane? Lisa?
Tina is out on a run, last minute run.
All right, so, all right. Police.
Mayor, council, start off on a good note. From the softball tournament, we were able to raise for Shop of the Hero program $3,692.34. It far exceeded my expectations as far as just for the softball tournament. Total right now, I think for the Shop of the Cop program, we have just a little over $13,000 just being this year Christmas shopping for the kids. So we're looking forward to that. We're not done yet. We may try to do one more fundraiser between now and we've not set a date yet for Shop of the Cop. But we're talking about some different things we can do.
You had a great turnout.
It's great. It's a good day, great day. I think people had a lot of fun.
How does that compare to last year's?
I'm sorry.
First year they're doing
Oh, is this the first time you're doing?
the softball tournament.
Oh, no,
No.
the softball.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna try to do a softball tournament again next year.
Okay.
We had such a good turnout. A lot of people turned out, more than I expected to turn out for that. So it's good.
You had a lot better weather than I did.
Yeah.
I had this fall. About 100-yard visibility.
The second thing I have, in just a couple of weeks, Halloween week coming up, remind citizens about Halloween safety, about driving in the neighborhoods, especially while kids are out, trick or treating from door to door. We don't want anybody to get run over, especially when it starts getting dark, little ones be hard to see. They run out in front of the car or something, so just asking motorists, please slow down in neighborhoods and be mindful of the kids that are out walking around. Last thing I have, and I spoke with the fire chief a while ago about going and picking up our cars. We've still not reached an agreement on Dodge Charger. Last time I talked to him, he said he will make it up to me and find a Ford Explorer for us to get instead of a Charger. We'll still be able to stay under the amount of money that was approved to spend out of the equipment reserve. So we'll make sure we stay under that number.
Okay.
Other than that, that's all I have. I do need a short closed session.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Street.
Mayor, council members, we've had a lot, just a couple of things here. I was informed, or I got a letter with one of my bills a couple of days ago that starting January 1, price of concrete's gonna go up another $15 a yard.
What is it up to now?
Right now, we pay $137 a yard, and that's for, delivery and, fuel charge. So it'll be another $15 on that. I'm assuming
What
that's.
bag mix is that?
I'm assuming that's fuel charge and the delivery. It just said $15 a yard. I hope it's not gonna be $15 a yard and fuel and delivery added to that. I assume that's all up together. The next thing is, our truck 5 is done at Tag Truck. We've sent the deductible from the city for it, and, we're waiting on the insurance company to get their check there for the rest of it. We'll be able to pick it up. Hopefully, they said by the end of this week it might be there. She said she was gonna get it in the mail yesterday when I called, so hopefully at the end of the week we can go pick that up. The last thing I've got on here is, the mow crew. They're starting to wind down a little bit, grass isn't growing too much, so whenever, well, actually, they're caught up now, so we're getting ready here probably next week, into this week, start doing some serious trimming and try to get some trim work done. We may have to go back and mow a little bit more if it warms up and it grows a little bit, but it's not growing anything like it was, so hopefully we're about to wind that
Go
up.
up to tonight. You may not go
I
up to
hope,
tonight.
I hope it doesn't. That'd be fine with me. We got plenty of trimming we need to get done. And that's all we got for the street department. Y'all don't have any questions?
Victor, you want to step on up here? We've got some interesting news that came about with the audit, and I'd like Victor to tell us a little bit about it, and then Terry's going to have to kind of give us a little guidance on this. It's pretty good.
If anybody would like a copy of the audit, I've got a couple of copies here. Good read. First, on August the 16th and 17th, Hannah Goetz from the Department of Natural Resources, they conducted an audit of compliance of our stormwater plan, the requirements of Missouri Clean Water Law, and Clean Water Commission regulations. The audit covered all aspects of the city's stormwater program. I received a written report of the unsatisfactory findings about October the 1st, and it required a response by October 24th. Even though there were only a couple of violations in the report, it does mean our program is out of compliance. I have contacted the stormwater engineer, and he will be writing a response to the Department of Natural Resources on our behalf of how we intend to get back in compliance. So, but that was very good compared to our last audit, which she did write a little note that said the city of Kennett has the start of a very good and detailed program. The department appreciates all the work and effort the city has put into the program and acknowledges that all the best management practices have been implemented and that documentation has been implemented in many areas. In addition, the areas that were noted as deficient during the last audit had been addressed, This demonstrates a great effort to be compliant. Continued development of the program is still in need, but a development of a schedule to meet all requirements and the allocation of resources need to be implemented to the schedule of the city should have no issues fulfilling all requirements. So we've got that. And then during the audit, one of the things that came to light through the Department of Natural Resources was they discovered that Snipes Slough and Buffalo Ditch are not owned by the city of Kennett. They are owned by the Drainage District Number 2. And we were informed by DNR that we would need to get in contact, or get contact information from the Drainage District in case of an illicit discharge in their ditch. And the city does not have an easement or control of anything in the ditches and would need to get an agreement with the Drainage District to ensure they are maintained.
We've tried that before.
I kind of figured so.
Yeah. And, you know, trying again. But I believe the response was before that they really wanted to pass the ownership to us.
Yes, and DNR's, they had mentioned that. They said it would be in the best interest of the city of Kennett not to ever take possession of that.
I understand that, but that's, I mean, when we have approached the Drainage District about doing mowing and trying to get them to mow out of town. You know, we do contract in town, try to get them to mow out of town. The response is always, oh, we don't have any money.
That's my
Even though the
understanding.
city pays them.
Yeah, it's my understanding they still collect taxes.
Yeah.